1994 Cuban raft exodus. Balseros in Spanish is the name given to the persons who emigrate illegally in self-constructed or precarious vessels from Cuba to neighboring states. Since the rise of Fidel Castro in 1959, millions of Cuban citizens have tried to illegally gain entrance to the United States, seeking refuge from the regime. Many of these people have attempted to enter the U.S. using makeshift rafts to travel the treacherous 332 miles of water between Cuba and Miami. A great many have died along the way. Migration waves before 1994. The August 1994 Cuban rafters crisis was the fourth wave of Cuban emigrations following Castro's rise to power. The 1994 Balseros crisis was ended by the agreement of the wet feet, dry feet policy between Bill Clinton and Fidel Castro. The immigrations reached a fever pitch in 1994 when Castro heightened the restrictions on leaving, and the U.S. Coast Guard intercepted more than 31,000 Cubans during August and September of that year. 2 decades ago, in the midst of rioting and anti-government protests in Cuba, Fidel Castro announced that whoever wanted to leave could go, indicating that his forces would not prevent refugees from fleeing the country. Those heading to the United States, men, women, and children packed into small boats and makeshift rafts and set off for Florida, the largest exodus from Cuba since the 1980 Mario boat lift. The most commonly observed raft from the U.S. tanker Coastal New York was constructed of 2 doors atop large truck tire inner tubes, with the doors connected by 2x4 wooden beams. A rudimentary 2 to 3 meters mast was improvised that supported a small white cloth as a flag or banner that would increase the raft's visibility to vessels traveling nearby. Coastal New York observed over 75 abandoned rafts in the 4-hour daylight period near the Gulf Stream of Florida's east coast. All the abandoned rafts had been marked with fluorescent orange paint, presumably marked by USCG personnel involved in rescue recovery operations. USCG documentation would be more toward depiction of this event. On July 13, 1994, the Cuban government attacked a boat with more than 60 Cubans that were trying to escape from Cuba. At the end of July, 1 boat escaped from Cuba and came to the United States. Fidel Castro asked President Clinton to return those people to Cuba to be judged in the Cuban courts. Clinton denied to return a person to Cuba, and after that, Fidel Castro on August 12th, in a speech that passed 10 p.m., said he would not be the Coast Guard for the United States. He would not protect the coast of the United States from those Cubans that wanted to leave the country. After that, on August 5th, it was a big success in Havana, and the government, noted that these demonstrations were very dangerous for them, so they decided to open the doors of the country to get everybody that wants to get out at the time. They could at the time. The Cubans started preparing rafts, boats, everything they found and escaping. They had more than 50,000 people escaped from Cuba in 1994, but only about 37,000 people made it. Opening the floodgates for anyone who wanted to leave the Cubans that island. Some 31,000 Cubans were detained at sea by U.S. ships that summer, the largest exodus since the 1980 Mario boat lift, which brought 120,000 Cubans to Miami. The 1994 crisis led to a major shift in the U.S.-Cuba policy, and an accord under which Washington agreed to grant visas to 20,000 Cuban migrants a year. Rafters have kept coming in small numbers, though these days they make few political or media waves.